we see thee rise, our true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The Huskies are honored to have the color back as a representative of the support of companies like Coke, crucial for to our success. Subway Restaurant's Super Squad welcomes spinach and avocado. Give them a go on any breakfast sandwich. Bacon, egg and cheese, or the sunrise of Subway. Subway is the official feel for the AUS. Subway, eat fresh. Stay tuned for the Subway Player of the Game at the end of today's game. One player will be selected for outstanding play and awarded a gift from Subway. Let's go, Huskies.
Oh, is that the Huskies email? Okay. You guys can actually switch that on the screen.
Hello and welcome to Week 2 of AUS Soccer Action. My name is Brian Benjamin, and we're going to have the call here for you today. We have St. Mary's and Dalhousie, both teams looking for their first win on the season. Dalhousie was tied to Cape Breton University on Saturday, 4-4, and was on the losing side to Moncton, 1-0.
Yes, and then here for the hometown Huskies, they are also looking for their first victory of the season, starting off with an 0-3 record. They did lose last night here. You saw that game on AUSTV.ca. That was against Moncton, so 3-2 defeat there. And then the weekend before, when they were in Memorial, 3-0 and 2-0. So critical match here, both teams. It's still a young season, Graham, but we are both teams looking for their first victory of the campaign.
And we're just about to get things underway. Dalhousie has the ball to start, the whistle blows, and the ball goes back to midfield. Big kick up for Jakisa. Ball out. We're going to have a Dalhousie throw in. Donnelly with the throw. Throws it to Blodgett. Blodgett with the header up. Ends up on the foot of Parkinson. Gets it back to Blodgett. Pitch to the far right side. Yeah. Salvador stolen by St. Mary's there. Moving along the left side. Yeah. Whistle's blown, a foul call. Kind of a free kick.
Yeah, Huskies here looking for their first win. And there would also be the first win under the belt of head coach Fernando Lucas, former assistant with the men's team. Now on the women's squad here, and yes, indeed looking for a big victory for his squad.
Bullish has good for Dalhousie. St. Mary's gets it up for Tibbetts. Tibbetts to the left side. Kept in there by Diab. Ball out by St. Mary's. Dalhousie. Oh. Sorry, ball out by St. Mary's throw. Battle on the left side, ends up on the foot of Dalhousie, kicked up by the backs, stolen by St. Mary's, and kicked out. St. Mary's ball.
A good start pressure-wise for the St. Mary's Huskies.
The throw ends up on the head of a Dalhousie player, kicked up to the mid. Battle won by Parkinson. Good ball movement by Dalhousie. Dalhousie able to keep the ball in. Big kick by the back. Ends up out of bounds. Gonna have St. Mary's ball. And there's the throw. Dalhousie wins it again. Pass there to an open Donnelly. Donnelly controls the ball. Moves it to the right side. On the foot of Salvador. Salvador with a kick up front. St. Mary's able to take that away. Good defense there by Langell. We're going to have a Dalhousie throw.
The Dalhousie Tigers here. Oh, just interruption there, a chance there.
Good defense in the box by St. Mary's. Sprawling effort there. Unable to keep it in.
Yeah, what I was going to say there before, Parkinson had one of the better chances here, and what looks like Tigers actually going to have a corner kick opportunity. Joanna Blodgett, last year's team leading scorer here. Looks like Parkinson, though, may be swapping with her.
Decided not to kick it into the box. Big kick in there by Blodgett. Mix in front, shot! Nice save by Flack of St. Mary's.
Indeed, good opportunity there from Parkinson. She's already made a difference in a young debut for her. She is a second-year player on the Tigers, or third year rather. Okay.
Kick up to the midfield. Big shot in the box, saved by Flack once again. Shot made, Flack saves it, shot! And big effort there in the box by St. Mary's defense. Ball still loose. Going for that is McGregor. And able to get it out of St. Mary's. But the ball's still alive for Dalhousie. Salvador tries to get to the middle. Blocked there by Daly of St. Mary's. Bodies in front. Looking to clear the ball. Dalhousie takes it away again. Moving up is Dalhousie, but blocked there by number 19, Cavadini.
A good play by Cavadini just to throw the ball out. Plenty of chances here for the Tigers, but the Huskies have been unable to get the ball out of their zone.
Still fighting in the box there. And now St. Mary. Oh, we're going for another corner kick. Taking it once again is Blodgett. The last two kicks have been not to the box, and they decided to do the same strategy. Kicked it to the mid. Big kick up front. Saved by Flack.
And this is finally going to give the Huskies a chance to settle it down. Tigers blitzing the goalkeeper and Flack there with some chances.
Donnelly kicks it up for Dalhousie. Tries to find a mid. Taking control there by Langell. Langell gets up for St. Mary's. Kicked up by St. Mary's up to the right side. Battle in the corner. Running there is Tibbetts for St. Mary's. Tibbetts gets the ball taken away by Jatisa. Jatisa gets the ball up for Dalhousie. Race for the ball. Running there is Goodfellow. Flack comes out of the net. Flack's out of her net with Dalhousie control. Blodgett gets up for Dalhousie just to the far right side.
Yeah, Flack probably did not expect to get this many touches with the ball just 6-7 minutes into this one. Tigers rushing with several big opportunities here. We also do love to hear from you throughout the broadcast, and our email address, which you can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, that's huskiestv@gmail.com. Again, that's huskiestv@gmail.com. So send us an email where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and your thoughts on the game. We do love to hear from you.
St. Mary's was still with early control here, trying to get it out of their zone. Throw in, taken away by Dalhousie once again. Early trouble for St. Mary's ball control. Turned it over to Dalhousie. A light throw in there for Parkinson. Parkinson passes it back. Gets it to Salvador. Salvador gets the ball taken away. Controlled by Slaughter. Slaughter gets the ball up for St. Mary's playing on the left side.
Now, St. Mary's with only 2 goals to show for themselves through 3 games here. They were held scoreless against Memorial last weekend, and now here, it's really during last night's game, a rain-soaked affair here in Halifax, and that was, one sec, internet problems here. Sophia Langiel and Andrea Daly there with the markers for the Huskies. So St. Mary's looking to turn things around offensively. But before they even get to that, they're going to have to clear the ball. The Tigers have been strong on the offense.
Blodgett got it off to the left side. Once again, another touch for Flack. Controls the ball very nicely. Flack intended for Tibbetts. Pressured there by Donnelly. Tibbetts wins the battle. We're going to have a throw in by White.
And Bianca Jakisa will be throwing this one in. She is the team leader on the Tigers in terms of points. 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. Those 2 goals came in that opening game where they played against Cape Breton. That was a rematch of last year's championship match. That one turned out to be a 4-4 draw.
Chipped up by McGregor for Dalhousie. Pressure there. Flack got there first. Kicked up to mid. Handled by Blodgett. Blodgett is Parkinson. Parkinson to the back. But taken away by Langell. Two Dalhousie players pressuring Slaughter. Loses the battle. Controlled by Dalhousie. Once again controlled by Dal.
And Tigers, sorry there, Graham. Tigers have a lot of room here to play with the ball, and we're seeing them use that open space on the field. Good work from the Tigers.
Continued ball control there, but Lindsay Millette from St. Mary's able to break up the control that the Tigers have been executing very well so far in the early minutes of the match. A little move by Parkinson there. Offside call. It's going to be St. Mary's ball. Daly with the kick for St. Mary's. Big kick. Past the center. Headed there by Wallace of Dal. Controlled once again by Dalhousie. Good movement with some space on the right side here. But offside.
A slow start for the Huskies. Tigers doing what they need to do. Just continuing to press. Making sure Flack gets a lot of touches with the ball. But Huskies really got to turn this around quickly before the Tigers tally their first.
There's been some early leadership by Parkinson on the Dal side. Controlling the ball, setting up plays. Bit of an opportunity here for St. Mary's, able to get the ball on the other side of the pitch. Throw in made back. Dal able to clear it to midfield. But taken away by the backs of St. Mary's. White controls the ball. Able to get it up for Tibbetts, but taken away by Donnelly.
2 Nova Scotian players there. Tibbetts out of Kentfield, Nova Scotia, and White before that from East Hants.
White makes the throw, but broken up by Blodgett. Blodgett gets it to Parkinson. Parkinson to the back. Parkinson to Blodgett. Back to Parkinson. With a little bit of space. No pressure. Controlled it to Donnelly. Donnelly gets into the center. Kicked up. Roll in right to Flack. Decides to pick it up. Kick intended for White. And that was chipped out there by Cavadini of St. Mary's.
And Tigers taking advantage of their space, tiring out the Huskies crew at the back line. Donnelly here with the throw-in. Yeah, both teams have been a bit uncharacteristic in their starts of the year. 3 games in, no victories for either squad. The Tigers last season, second place in the loop. They did eventually went on to win their second straight AUS title, and the Huskies themselves 5th place. All right, we got one email coming in. We do love to hear from you. Again, that's huskiestv@gmail.com. Jardine Wallace here saying, hi there, it means so much to us to be able to watch each week from Ottawa our daughter Daphne Wallace and the Tigers play. Thank you for the great broadcast. So thank you for that. Out of Ottawa, certainly enjoying how this game is turning out so far for the Tigers. They've got plenty of room.
Donnelly up. Pass intended for Diab. Diab a little bit jumped the gun. Offside called. Another free kick for St. Mary's here. Decides not to kick it too far. Misplayed there by St. Mary's, taken away by Goodfellow. Goodfellow with control. For Diab again. Diab centers. Flack with a nice save once again. Diving effort makes the catch.
Yeah, Huskies should be patting Flack on the back. She has played strong already. She's needed to be 100% focused, and she has been so far. We are 15 minutes into this one, and it's really been all Tigers on the offense.
Diab was slow to get up there after that centering attempt. Seems to be moving fine now. A little bit slower. Controlled by Flack. Flack hits it to the center. Headed by Dalhousie. Wallace gets that controlled to Parkinson. Parkinson moving the ball up to the right side to Diab. Tries to get it back to Parkinson. Taken away by Langell. But Dalhousie controls it again. Centering attempt. Unable to get it to the net. Blodgett to Donnelly. Donnelly with some space. Pass intended there for Goodfellow. Broken up by St. Mary's. Controlled by Tibbetts. Parkinson takes it away. Good ball movement by Dalhousie once again. A little bit of a give and go there.
Indeed, we've seen good ball control from the Tigers, but credit to the Huskies as of late. They're really crowding the middle of the field, not letting the Tigers get the centering pass in.
St. Mary's trying to get something going here. Trying to get the ball out of their zone. Ball in the air. Headed there by Langell. And Dalhousie with a big kick. Goodfellow racing for the ball. Right on her trail is Daly. And we're going to have a corner kick for Dalhousie.
Some cool conditions here at Huskies Stadium. Certainly a little better than how it looked last night here at Huskies Stadium. Moncton was in town, and though a lot of rain coming down during the women's game, it did cool down a bit for the men's game. A lot of...
Bit of an opportunity here for Dalhousie. Blodgett with a great opportunity for the Tigers. Good effort by Flack once again. Very good job so far. Almost halfway through the first half. And we're going to have a kick for St. Mary's.
And that is Andrea Daly. She got one of the 2 goals in yesterday's match.
Parkinson gets the ball up for Donnelly. Donnelly able to find Jatisa. Jatisa with some control. Back to Donnelly. Donnelly passes to the other side of the pitch. Right to the foot of Salvador. Salvador up to the mid. Back to Blodgett. Blodgett to Donnelly. Control by the Tigers here. Pressure there by McIntyre of St. Mary's. And controlled by Flack. Again, 2-on-1 for the Tigers here. Pressure the St. Mary's player. Parkinson to Blodgett. Blodgett finds the foot of McGregor. Donnelly decides where she wants to go, decides Blodgett.
Huskies playing some really tight D, trying to get the Tigers offside. It's really only about 15-20 yards they're giving them.
Bit of an opportunity here for Paul. Has some control the midfield. Unable to get anything going there. Diab running for Dow. Shot on net. Rolling ball. Just to the far left side.
Now Diab a little bit shaken up there, but she has gone up. She's standing, tying her shoe now. Good opportunity there. And even Flack a little bit trying to dust off that altercation.
Parkinson and Donnelly, that duo still working well together. Ball was kicked to Flack. Came out of her net, made the catch.
Yeah, the Dalhousie goalkeeping situation. We got Shannon Jr. in net today. She was in the opening game for the Tigers last weekend, but a few, I guess, questionable goals that she let in. They pulled her in favor of Rachel Hunt. Hunt was in action in the second game. The visiting Moncton's crew, they scored early, about 5 minutes into that game there, and kind of a weak goal there. And so it looks like the Tigers trying to find some consistency in net. Shannon Jr. should be the starter, but yeah, she did not get the nod there in the second game. So it looks like a vote of confidence from Coach Jack Hutchinson of the Tigers, putting Jr. in net today. And again, our email address is huskiestv@gmail.com. Again, we do love to hear from you, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, how you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon, wherever you happen to be watching.
Jatisa with some space for Dalhousie. Kick to the front of the net, far to the right side. Unable to find a body in front. And we're going to have a free kick by Daly. Daly decides where she wants to put the ball, makes the decision. Over the head of two players there. Dalhousie wins the battle. Kicked back for Bowles. Kicked out by Dalhousie. We're going to have Huskies ball. Huskies with the throw. Little battle in front. Into the Tiger zone. Kicked out by Dalhousie. Kicked right back in by Cavadini.
Yeah, Huskies here looking for a chance. They haven't had much going really since the opening 2-3 minutes in this one.
And we're at the 23 mark of the first half. Still a 0-0 game. Two very good opportunities for Dalhousie so far that stand out. And two excellent saves made by Flack. Dalhousie controls the ball. Wallace passes to the right side. Back to Wallace. To Diab. Diab passes it back. Controlled by Parkinson. Parkson kicks it up the right side. Sprint for the ball. Win by Dalhousie. Into the net. Shot! And over the net. Far to the left side.
Yeah, good ballman from the Tigers crew. Tiring out the Huskies side, and maybe we could see several substitutions in store. We've got all the Huskies players, as you can see on the left side of your screen there, warming up.
Adele Goodfellow was with that opportunity there. First-year player for the Tigers. Parkinson in there for Dow. Got the ball taken away by Paul. Controlled by the Huskies. Daly. It's pass intended for Slaughter. Unable to find her. Controlled by Dal. Diab for Dalhousie. Moves to the center. Passes it to Blodgett. Blodgett to Jachisa. With some space. Jachisa kicked it to the center for Diab. Diab shot. And handled by Flack. Flack with the drop kick for Tibbetts. Once again taken away by Dow. Taking away that opportunity. McIntyre trying to get something going for the Huskies. Miscommunication leads to the ball Parkinson. Parson intended for Jachisa. Ball still loose. Unable to get there in time. And it's going to be St. Mary's ball.
Should clarify the look of the Huskies Stadium if you haven't seen one of our games here before. The yellow line, I guess, is our out of bounds line. The white line being for the football team here.
Blodgett once again for Dow. Good ball movement, but taken away there by McIntyre. No substitutions yet. We haven't seen, and as I say it, a substitution for Dalhousie.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
The Tigers are going to sub out Ashley Donnelly.
And Vanderlyn in the game for the Tigers now. Interesting choice putting Donnelly out. She's been creating opportunities for Dalhousie. Good ball control and everything.
Despite St. Mary's struggles in breaking out of their zone and getting a quality chance going the other way, they have been playing very tight D, really pushing the Tigers to stay onside. We're seeing them right now at the 35-yard line here of the football marking field. But they're playing very tight D. And that's one of the reasons why you're seeing the Tigers playing or trying to pass the ball and really find an opening once they do threaten that back line.
Parkinson once again controlling the ball for the Tigers. Diab centers, but blocked there by McDonald. Still controlled by Dow. Kicked in by Goodfellow. And out on the left side.
HuskiesTV@gmail.com is the email address. Another email has come in. We've got thanks also from Wayne, Wanda, and Megan watching from home, cheering for the Dal Tigers and our daughter, Lauren Landry. So thank you very much for that email, Reese, Wayne, Wanda, and Megan. Certainly all enjoying this game so far. Plenty of chances here for the black and gold. And Reese as well, they did send that email, so thank you very much.
Wallace there for an opportunity for Dow, but Flack got his ball taken away, or blocked the ball, sorry. And now we have an opportunity for the Huskies. McIntyre trying to get something going for them. Unable to find a foot. Once again, Dalhousie ball. And here's the throw. Ball's in play. Off the foot of Goodfellow. Going for that one is McDonald, who will have a throw for the Huskies. McDonald gets the ball to McIntyre. Ball in the air. Ball taken away there by McGregor. Off the chest of Diab. Rolling ball. Right to Flack, who decides to kick it. Running for that one is Vanderlyn. Kicked up. Pass to goalkeeper, and what's the call? Kicked in. Goal scored.
Look at that.
Interesting play right there, off the foot. Own goal of Andrea Dali. But then it was tapped in by Goodfellow. I think they called the goal.
I think before that, yeah.
Dali, sorry, Goodfellow just with the insurance, making sure it was actually called. So it's 1-0 Dalhousie. Or bit of confusion here. Looked like they called the goal. Sorry about that. We're just trying to get things figured out here. Interesting play there.
Yes, looks like I don't think they're going to give the tally to the Tigers. Anyways, but yeah, we got to 0-0.
Still 0-0. There might have been an offside call that we might have missed there.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear the PA address announcer from where we are stationed.
Our apologies there on the confusion, but we're back. Flack with the kick for St. Mary's. Controlled by the Tigers. To Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn to Blodgett. Blodgett being pressured there by Langell. Still controlled by the Tigers. Parkinson to the right back. Taken away by St. Mary's. Now St. Mary's in control with a little bit of space. But once again, good defense by the Tigers. And it'll be a corner kick. Good opportunity for the Huskies here.
Yeah, Huskies do need this. Should be one of their better chances of the game thus far. A little over 15 minutes remaining in the opening half.
Tigers looking to shake off that missed opportunity. St. Mary's with a kick into the box. Over the head of Diab. Taken out. Blodgett wins the battle. Jakistka. Off for Parkinson. Parkinson with control. No offside call. Parkinson shot, and she scores. That one's going to count, I think.
That one counts.
Yeah, that one counts.
St. Mary's have played some tight deep, but there you go. Parkinson staying onside. She gets the tally in that one.
Flack going for the ball, decided to go after Parkinson. Parkinson able to slip it by.
Okay, so 2-0. That initial goal did call.
It did call. Our apologies. So it's a 2-0 game.
There's a Parkinson there for the second one. Good individual effort from her. That's number 8 on the Tigers roster. And just like that, we've got a 2-0 edge for the black and gold.
Early control again by the Tigers here. Parkinson to Goodfellow. St. Mary's trying to get something going. Trying to cut this deficit in half. Stopped there by Flack.
Play here in the middle of the zone. Huskies stealing a play from the Tigers playbook here, just passing the ball around. They're starting to get into a groove offensively, but the Tigers halt that play.
Controlled again there by Dalhousie. Kicked up by Blanchard. There's Donnelly back on the pitch.
And we've got several substitutions now. Looks like the Tigers are going to make a swap as well as the Huskies. So we've got on the Tigers, we got Joanna Blodgett come back in. On the Huskies side, that's Jessica Vendam, a second year out of Halifax, Nova Scotia.
So Parkinson was there with that second goal. Looked like it was an own goal off the foot of Daly. Nonetheless, 2-0 lead. Approaching the 10-minute mark of the first half. Out by Venom. Now into the game. Offside called. Run of a St. Mary's ball.
And Tigers may have the edge on the scoreboard. Now we are seeing the Huskies finally get into some kind of a groove offensively. We're seeing Daly again with the long kick.
Off the head of Daly. Big kick by St. Mary's back. Intended for Slaughter. Junior with one of her few touches there. Big kick. Big kick. Controlled by Diab. Diab with a pass intended for Goodfellow. Battle won by Dow. Winning that battle was Blanchard. Blanchard with the ball once again. Blanchard to Jakista. Jakista with some space. Center shot off the post. And out.
Jakisa there, number 15 on the white, has moved to the opposite side of the field, and she's taking advantage wherever she is. Often used on the wing to center a good pass. Should be looked upon offensively for the team this season. So far she is about second or third in the AUS in scoring with 4 points on the young season.
You can tell how she uses her speed to her advantage. Very fast, setting up plays. Now we have the ball for Diab. Diab getting pressured there by White. Able to get the ball to the center. Ball's in the air. We're going to have a throw in here by Vanderlyn.
To the zero here with under 10 minutes remaining in the opening half. Looks like we're going to have another substitution for the Tigers. Adele Goodfellow has been pulled out of the match in favor of Elise Bilodeau. And she'll come right in, and looks like ball almost went to her, but went to Parkson instead.
Yep. Vanderlyn trying to center the ball for the Tigers. Finds the foot of Blanchard. Blanchard to the right side. Taken away. Oh, St. Mary's with control. Good defense by Millett. But a big kick by the Tigers. To the foot of Flack. Flack rolls the ball. Still St. Mary's controls it, but it's taken away by Donnelly. Blodgett setting up the play for Parkinson. Back to Blodgett. A little bit too far. So now we're going to St. Mary's ball.
Millett on the Husky side. You should see her get the ball right there, number 11. Fourth year midfielder. Had a tally in yesterday's game. She'll be looked upon offensively for the Huskies this season. So far, only 2 goals they have scored within 3 games. That's certainly a trouble spot that they will need to address if they will repeat in the playoffs this year. Top 6 in the loop qualify.
Once again, more control by the Tigers. Vanderlyn moving the ball at the pitch, finds Parkinson. Parkinson with a nice move around Paul. Finds Donnelly. Donnelly to the middle. Finds McIntyre. McIntyre passes it back. Kicked up by St. Mary's. Headed there by Langell. Trying to get the ball to the ground. Donnelly once again. Big kick. Running for the ball there is Bilodeau, new into the game. Some fresh legs for the Tigers. Controlled by Blodgett. No one pressuring Blodgett. Interesting. Bilodeau with some space. Centers it for Parkinson. Parkinson getting pressured. Centered. Shot. Off to the right side. Just missing the net.
As you were saying, Graham, fresh legs there for Bilodeau. That's number 7 on the Tigers, taking advantage of that time on the bench.
And we'll see come the second half if we get to see more Tigers players coming into the game. Get to see some fresh faces who usually don't see playing time, if they keep able to hold this lead, that is. By the looks of it, looks like they're going to be able to do just that. St. Mary's with very little opportunities here. Jatisa able to stay on side here. Nice move. Jatisa. Got a double team there by St. Mary's. Unable to get the ball at the net. But then Vanderlyn finds the ball open with some space. Kicked to the center. Off the shoulder of Blodgett. And kicked away by Paul of St. Mary's.
Some flashes of offense out of the Huskies side, but we haven't seen too much of that of late. They're going to need to have some more consistency there. So here's a opportunity, but 4 or 5 Tigers in the defense, and the lone Husky is not going to have a chance.
Parkinson puts the ball back for Blodgett. Gets the ball into the middle, taken away by the St. Mary's once again. Kicked out. Vanderlyn again. Pressured there by Ventum. Vanderlyn wins the battle. Ventum's still on her. Blanchard trying to kick the ball up for Dow. Good header there by Blodgett. Diab with some space. Diab streaking in. Shot. Up. And rolling to the right side. Missing the net.
One of Dalhousie's better chances here. Diab able to get the ball past the keeper, but she went to the wrong side of the net. That ball just scooted to the right. Substitution here for the Huskies. And we've got Madison Turple coming into the game in favor of Amanda McDonald, who will be taking a seat.
Definitely Dalhousie's executing their offense exactly as planned. Coach Jack Hutchinson must be very pleased with the way his ladies are playing today.
But hey, the game can change at any moment. We saw the Tigers score 2 goals within a matter of 3 or 4 minutes. Huskies still with plenty of time. They've got a little over 4 minutes to go in this half. And then the second half to come.
Parkinson back for Bales. Bales back to Parkinson. Back to Blodgett. Very good communication here by those two ladies. Blodgett and Parkinson. Been doing that all game. Jakisa able to stay on side. Sprawling effort there by Flack. Nice save.
Flack has some guts. She's been challenging several Tiger shooters. The first goal there that the Tigers did score, that one didn't work out as well, that challenge. But other than that, Flack has been impeccable.
Definitely keeping this game within fighting range.
Our email address, we do love to hear from you. That's huskiestv@gmail.com. You can see that email address bottom right-hand corner of your screen, where you're watching from, who you are cheering for. Any thoughts on the game? Again, we do appreciate hearing from you. Throw an attempt here for the Tigers.
Vanderlyn to Diab, over the head. Controlled by St. Mary's. To foot of Parkinson. Taken away by McIntyre. Foul called. I think it's going to be St. Mary's ball.
Yeah, foul called on Jolene McIntyre. She kind of sneaked in there behind Parkinson. Parkinson did not see her coming.
Battle here. Lost by Paladini. Controlled by Daly. Daly to Langell. Langell passes it to White, who kicks the ball up to the Tiger side. But taken right back by Bowles. St. Mary's with control. It's to the right side, but Bales with some space. Pressured there by Slaughter. St. Mary's in control right now. Trying to get something going offensively here. The dying seconds of the first half. Just over a minute remaining.
Mentioned see a little bit of stoppage time on top of that.
Langell for St. Mary's. Gets the ball to White. Bentham with some space. Taken away by Diab. Bentham going for the ball. Takes it away. But Diab ends up winning the battle.
Yeah, a bit of sloppy play there from Van Dam. Wasted a little bit too much time there. Tiger able to steal that from her, but then she does get that back. And here we go, another Huskies chance on the corner. That's going to be White.
White with the kick. Ball's down. Unable to get some air in the ball. Taken away by Jakisa. Going for that there is Turple for St. Mary's.
And there was no one there at the front of the box there for the Huskies. 3 or 4 Tigers. Easily able to clear that and take away what should have been one of SMU's better chances of the afternoon.
Some St. Mary's pressured end of the half here. Trying to cut the lead in half before going into the second. Kicked out by St. Mary's. And that's the half, folks. After one half, it's 2-0 for the Dalhousie Tigers over the St. Mary's Huskies.
Indeed, Tigers have played well. And early plenty of offensive chances, including 2 goals there within a matter of 4 or 5 minutes. That is the difference here. 2-0 is the tally. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so for second half action. Both teams looking for their first win of the AUS season.
Yeah, just trust me, so we can always correct it. You guys, you have the advantage of being able to tell them. Yeah, but you're correcting it. No, that's the best thing. I apologize for saying that.
And we're back after the first half of play. Dalhousie's leading 2-0 over the St. Mary's Huskies. Goal scorers in the first half. With the first tally, it was Adele Goodfellow who will get the mark for the first goal. And the second was Victoria Parkinson. So we're back underway. Dalhousie with a chance here. Ball up front, good play by number 12, Andrea Daly of St. Mary's. Keeping the game just a 2-goal lead for the Tigers. Opportunity there for Lauren Landry of Dalhousie.
All right, well, if this second half is anything like the first half, where a lot of the play was in the left side of your screen as the Tigers were in control offensively, keepers have switched over, so we'll see what side the game dominates from. If you're a Huskies fan, you certainly want to see them getting some offensive opportunities here. They're down with a 2-goal margin. 42 minutes to go.
Donnelly able to hit that up for Dalhousie. Controlled by St. Mary's here. Taken away by Blodgett. St. Mary's with control again. The pass there by Daly to the foot of McPherson. Now St. Mary's in control. Daly moving up the pitch. Daly with a high kick. Intended for Slaughter. Slaughter with control. Passes it to Langell. Langell moving up the pitch for St. Mary's. But taken away there by number 13, Amanda Bowles.
Just before the first half came to a close, we did get an email coming in, and this is from the Jakisa family, cheering Dal on from Mississauga, Ontario. So thank you for that. We do love to hear from all of our listeners, viewers rather. Our email address is huskiestv@gmail.com.
Hit there by St. Mary's, into the box, lots of bodies in front for Dalhousie. And some free space here for Turple. Turple tries to kick it in, gets it taken away by McKenna. Or McGregor Bale, sorry. Battle lost there by number 4, Lauren Landry of Dalhousie. So it's going to be oh, my mistake. It's going to be the ball for Donnelly. Donnelly to McGregor Bales. Gets it up to center. Off the foot of St. Mary's. We're going to try it again.
Up next after this game, we've got the men's counterparts of these two teams, the Huskies versus the Tigers. That game also coming up here on AUS TV, here from Huskies Stadium. (2-0) the mark here. Donnelly again with the inbound throw.
St. Mary's in control once again, having a much better start to the second half. Controlled there by Langell with the shot into the arms of Juner.
Langell team captain there for the Huskies. 4th year from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Just across the harbor from us here, if you're not from Nova Scotia or haven't visited our great province.
St. Mary's with the throw. Taken away there by Dalhousie. Juner with the ball once again. Juner decides to kick with that big, strong kick. Over center. Right to the foot of Bilodeau. Streaking along the left side, Dalhousie. unable to control the ball. And we're going to have a kick by Flack. Flack decides to pass it off for Dally. Dally will make the kick.
As she does so often for the Huskies, although that ball is going to go all the way out. Donnelly, again, going to be throwing this one in.
Donnelly with the throw. Finds the foot of Bilodeau. Bilodeau gets it taken away by McPherson. Donnelly finds it once again. Donnelly to Wallace. Wallace passes to the left side. Big kick there by Dow off the head of Dally. And St. Mary's in control. Landry once again. Landry with the ball taken away there by Wallace. Wallace passes up to Bilodeau. Bilodeau getting pressured by Cavadini. Bilodeau makes a move, taken away by Cavadini.
Only about 7-8 minutes in, but a much better start here for the Huskies. Tigers no longer passing the ball uncontested like they did for far too many instances in the first half.
Dally with the kick again. Dally. Ball to the center. Over some heads. Off the foot of foot. High ball in the air. Off two heads. Dalhousie controls it. A foul call there. And we're going to have Dally with another kick.
No, offside.
Oh, offside, sorry.
Both teams looking for their first victory of the season. 3 straight losses for the Huskies. Looked to be a tie in yesterday's game until Danya Solomon-Ali from Moncton scored the game winner in the 84th minute. That gave the visitors the 3-2 victory. Tigers, though, although they do not have a victory, they did tie against the teams they played in the championship game last season, Cape Breton, in Cape Breton for that matter. So 4-4 tie there, and then a simple 1-0 loss. So despite not having a victory, Tigers, not too much of a slouch here.
What an excellent save made there by Flack on a shot from Bilodeau. That was a fantastic save. But as a result, we're going to have a corner kick here by Blodgett. Dalhousie's strategy is mainly not kicking the ball to the middle, but passing it off here for Parkinson. They once again execute that strategy. Big kick here by Blodgett. Kicked off the foot and in for Dalhousie. 3-0.
That was a wonderful set play there for the Tigers. Daphne Wallace, I believe, did get the foot
Do believe
on
so.
that one. There were 2 Tigers there right in front of Flack. Either way, good play right off the corner kick. Again, they don't kick the ball into the zone. They did do a little nice pass there. Able to open up the box. That was good enough for Daphne Wallace. Now a 3-0 mark now. Big play out of the Tigers.
And Donnelly makes a move. Pass McPherson. Back to the foot of Wallace.
Look at how tight St. Mary's playing the defense there.
It's true. Gotta get St. Mary's trying to get something going. Dalhousie past the defense, centering attempt. Unable to find a foot. Running in there to keep it is Donnelly, who's able to keep it in.
Ball bounces off McPherson, and Donnelly again going to be throwing the ball in.
Donnelly with a good effort there to keep the play alive for Dalhousie. And the throws up off the head of a St. Mary's player. St. Mary's in control. Big kick. McGregor bails. Heads it up for Dalhousie. Blodgett battling Turple. Unable to get there in time, and now Turple with the throw. Ooh, a little bit of a collision there.
Yeah, two number 13s there. Kara Slater, she's struggling to get up, but she is now standing, going to shake that one off.
Turple with another throw. Finds a foot. So then back to Landry. Landry up for Bilodeau. Bilodeau with some space. Bilodeau streaking in. Makes a move. And nice save by Jessica Flack.
Yeah, credit to both parties there. Flack, we've seen her on multiple occasions there, challenging the shooter. Worked out in her favor. Bilodeau, a speedster, but not able to get the ball past the keeper there.
Jessica Flack putting on a clinic when it comes to challenging players and doing a fantastic job keeping her team in. Centering attempt by Dow. Kicked away by Turple.
Our email address, huskiestv@gmail.com. Sharon McDonald sending us a hello from Brampton, Ontario. She's saying, even though our daughter Samantha is out with a concussion, we are still watching and cheering our Tigers. Keep up the great broadcasting. That's the McDonald family. Samantha McDonald, they are the second year back. Thanks for letting us know about that. So yeah, she's out with a concussion. According to a source who would know.
I would imagine so.
And as well, love to hear from a Huskies fan. Here we go. First one of the day. Great to see Maddie Turple, first year on the Huskies, helping the Huskies early in this season. And a shout out to Wayne and Marilyn Marshall, cheering on the Huskies and granddaughter Erica Clausen from Port Credit, Ontario. So thank you for that message, David.
Yes, Madison Turple, a first-year defense from Middle Sackville, Nova Scotia. And Donnelly with another throw. Over the head of Turple. Donnelly with the ball once again.
Again, Tigers really controlling this offensively, and with a 3-goal margin that the Huskies need to claw back from, they're going to need to change that quickly.
Trying to get something going, his foot for St. Mary's. Trying to clear the zone. Off the head of foot once again. Into Dalhousie area. Gonna be St. Mary's ball. Dally will have the kick.
Well, she's going to need some options. 30 minutes to go in this half.
McPherson looks with some space there. Decides to go to the center. McGregor bails, tries to kick it out. Off the stomach of Paul. Dow clears it. St. Mary's controls it. McPherson can't handle the ball. Donnelly getting pressured by McPherson. Pass it to Blodgett. Blodgett to the far left side. Vanderlyn got that taken away there. Battle in the center here. And Dalhousie wins it on the left side. Centering attempt into the arms of Jessica Flack. Destin Flack passes up for Turple. Turple can't get it by Bulls of Dalhousie. Lodge it with control. Passing to Wallace. Wallace to Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn takes it up. Right to the foot of Bilodeau. Bilodeau makes a move. Once again. It passes it back. Vanderlyn with the ball again. To Wallace. Wallace makes another move. Dalhousie continues to control the action.
And we saw this in the first half here. Tigers really showing it again. Just great ball movement. Credit to the Huskies. They have kept that hard line on defense. That's why we're seeing a lot of the Tigers passing the ball around, try and make the Huskies move from their mark. But hey, if the Huskies have struggled, as they have for this game, really, they are often getting the ball out, but then, you see a chance there. You see Daly with the kick, but the Huskies unable to get a few more passes
Parkson
going.
with some space. Parkson shot right over the net. Over the field goal.
Sun's starting to peek out a bit. I could be wrong on that, but it's been a bit of a chilly afternoon here in Halifax.
Knock on wood, Ian.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking back.
Off the head of Parkinson, into the air. Cleared away there by Bulls. Same areas in control once again. There's Paul. Streaking for the ball is Bulls. Dalhousie in control once again. And throws up. Parkinson again. Gets the ball taken away. Ball in the air. Headed by Dalhousie. Both teams unable to get the ball to the ground. There's Blodgett, who's able to do it for Dalhousie. Nice move there by Donnelly. A little bit of miscommunication there. Donnelly takes it out, and Turple will have the throw.
Yeah, some of our common webcast viewers are often people, sometimes alumni, sometimes players that have worn the jersey before. One of them is Doriana Hermersky. She's been sidelined this season with a nasty knee injury. She didn't play much of last season as well. And the Hermerskys still keeping tabs on the Tigers, watching the webcast from Waterdown, Ontario, cheering on Dal. So that's Mom Lisa, Dad Phil, Brother Nathan, and Puppy Kobe as well. Why not?
Yeah.
Go Tigers. So thank you very much for that. That's the Hermersky family from Waterdown, Ontario. Again, that email address, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, huskiestv@gmail.com. 3-0 remains the scoreline here. We've got just over 25 minutes remaining.
And if you look at the St. Mary's lineup, a lot of the players are Nova Scotia born and raised. High percentage, I'd say about half, compared to Dalhousie. A lot of our viewers across Canada.
Yeah, Tigers certainly have some more players, especially from Ontario. Jack Hudson often makes the recruiting trips up there.
Turple brings the ball into Dalhousie's zone. Trying to get something going offensively.
Indeed, still plenty of time left in this contest, but the Huskies have not had a lot of offensive chances to write home about. And this opportunity won't be much of one.
Running for that one there is Gooby. Bit of an opportunity there for Dow.
Credit to Alicia White there from the Huskies, stopping that great rush from the Tigers.
And we're going to have a throw here from Vanderlyn. right back out once again. And we're going to try it again.
First-year head coach out of the Huskies. He'd spent many years assisting the men's team. That's Fernando Lucas. Spoke some encouraging words to his troops. We are sure of that during the intermission break. Huskies had showed some life there in the opening moments of the second half. Had a few chances, but other than that, it hasn't been all that much that the Huskies have been able to show for themselves here. Again, we're just going to see the Tigers finding ways to clear it, although this is an interruption.
Big kick there. Shot right into the arms of Junior. Opportunity there for Jessica Ventum of St. Mary's. Good solid hard kick. Couldn't find a place. But here we are back. Dalhousie in control. Bulls not getting pressure. Gets up the left side. Now we have Bilodeau. Bilodeau to Parkinson. Parkinson to Donnelly. Donnelly makes a move, cuts to the center. Running for that one once again is Gooby. Getting there first is Jessica Flack. Jessica Flack definitely having a great game for St. Mary's. A lot of the misses, you know, yeah, they weren't awful goals, but throw in for St. Mary's. Taken away by Parkinson, kicked up off the head of White, and then taken away there by Wallace.
Bianca Jakisa back into the game for the Tigers in the white. That was off the substitution.
Pressing there was Landry. Getting there first was Flack. Rolls the ball up to Turple. Turple not able to find anyone. Right to Blodgett. Parkinson. Back to Wallace. Finds Vanderlyn. Taken away by St. Mary's. Now with the ball is Foot. Foot kicks the ball up. Rolling ball to Shannon Junior. Junior getting pressured here by Slaughter. Decides to pick it up. Big kick. Off the foot of Langell. McGregor bails. Passes it back to Blodgett. Blodgett with some control here. Passes it to Vanderlyn. Passes it to Jakisa. It's going to be Dalhousie ball here. Opportunity here for Dal. Shot. Save made by Flack.
Yeah, Bilodeau again with the rush. And Flask again with the diving save.
We have a Dalhousie player down here. Looks like it's Elise Bilodeau. She's taking a knee, or is she tying her shoe?
Tying her shoe.
Tying her shoe.
Nothing to
And we're
worry
good.
about.
Nothing to worry about. Dalhousie executing their protective strategy again, but taken away by Foot.
We've seen that set play a lot from the Tigers, not kicking the ball into the box. A credit there for the Huskies to read that and get Foot into the zone to block that pass.
Wallace controlling it to Parkinson. Pressure there by McPherson. Coming through is Landry. Landry to Blodgett. Off the head of Turple. Turple again. Breaking up the play. Finds Jakisa. And White kicks it out.
And a about 45 minutes from now, we do have the men's match. That's the Tigers versus the Huskies. And that's also coming up here on AUS TV.
Still a 3-0 game here, Huskies Stadium. Goal scorers so far for Dalhousie are Parkinson, Goodfellow, and Wallace. Coming here, Shakisa with an opportunity. Shot. Blocked by Flack. Another shot. Up. Just slightly over the net. Another great opportunity for Dalhousie.
Yeah, good to challenge the shooters as a keeper, but right there, I mean, Flack had Jakisa's shot. But if that lob, which went over Flack, that easily could have went in. No keeper in the net, an open cage, but that one bounced just over the net. And that would have made this game a 4-0 match.
Elise Bilodeau coming out of the game. Replacing her is Adele Goodfellow coming back in. Goodfellow getting her first touch again. Passes it back for Wallace. Wallace over to Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn cuts. Getting past White of St. Mary's. Turple again with a great defensive effort. And kicked out by St. Mary's. The Greater Bales pass back for Junior, who does a high kick. Lots of bodies in the center of the field. Battle for the ball, won by Parkinson. Finds Landry. And good pressure by Turple. Taking away the opportunity for Dow. Donnelly finds Parkinson, back to Donnelly. Pressure by McPherson. Stolen there by Langell. And then once again kick it up.
Too often there, the Huskies are leaving number 8 on White. Parkinson wide open there. You saw it there on the inbounds. A lot of Huskies tight around the ball, but I mean, you've got to get those unmarked players.
Seems that St. Mary's is doing a great job of taking away the opportunities this half, but it's just creating their own where they've been struggling. Dalhousie once again with control here. Good touch-to-touch ball movement. Jakisa running for the ball. Right on her trail is White. Gets past White, shot, and once again over the net. There's going to be a kick for St. Mary's. Daly once again with the kick. Been a fairly clean game so far. No cards given out whatsoever. No injuries, which is good to see. Over the head of McPherson there. Right on her trail is Donnelly. McPherson with a nice kick back. Able to find the foot. Foot passes to Langell. Langell to White. Some St. Mary's support on the far side of the field there. It's good to see.
Yeah, one of the local teams has been invited to Huskies Stadium. We even got the mascot.
To hang out with the Husky today. Nothing wrong with that. Battle for the ball here, won by Goodfellow. Goodfellow to Blodgett. Blodgett finds Wallace. Pass it to Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn with a big kick to the center. Running for that is Goodfellow. Getting there first is Flack. The kick goes up, but Wallace finds it first. McGregor bails. Hits it right to the foot of Parkinson. Parkinson to Blodgett. McPherson takes it for St. Mary's. But then it's taken right back by McGregor Bales. Diving effort there by Jessica Flack. Holding onto the ball tight. Decides to kick it this time.
This is the last St. Mary's game here at Huskies Stadium for a while. They're going to spend the next 4 games on the road next weekend at CBU and St. FX Dalhousie again. That'll be on September 25th, and PEI a little later on. So that's 4 games, and you certainly want to win the games at home. And it looks like the Huskies rather are going to spend their first 4 games on a losing skid. Not the best way to head out on a major road trip.
Season is still young though. Plenty of time to make those get those games back. Fortunately, right now it looks like it's going to be a Tigers win, but there still is a little bit of time.
Indeed, a little under 13 minutes to go. Again, that email address we have been hawking to you all game. Actually, we're going to take a pause here so the Tigers get a chance. But again, we got that tight Huskies defense blocking those chances.
Jakisa with a little opportunity. Shot up, and she scores! Jakisa with a goal for Dalhousie, making it 4-0.
Miscommunication there on the Husky side of the defense. They let her all alone. They figured it was offside. The ref did not call it that, and Jakisa had all the time and space there. You don't want to leave her unmarked. That should be, I think, if I'm counting correctly, I certainly am, her 3rd goal of the season.
Yes, she's had 2 goals against Cape Breton there on Saturday. 1 more this game. Makes her one of the leading scorers in the league.
As I was saying earlier before we had that Tigers chance, which eventually turned into a Bianca Jakisa goal, got an email coming in from Michael Henry. Michael Henry and Catherine are watching the game from Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia. Thank you for that email. We do appreciate it. The fog coming down a little bit here on Huskies Stadium. We did see that last night as well for the Huskies doubleheader. So far, the rain has held off.
Big solid kick there by Blodgett, just outside. Diving effort by Jessica Flack. Luckily for her, it just went outside. And now we're going to see Dally with a kick here. Trying to get out of St. Mary's zone. Finds Parkinson. Cleared away there by Paul. Coming in is Donnelly. Couldn't get there in time. Turbo will have the throw. Big kick there by Donnelly. Able to get it out as Bantam. Bantam again. Gets it up to the right side. Finds for the Bulls. Dow once again. Finding Parkinson. To Wallace. Then Blodgett. Blodgett kicks it up. Flack handles it well. Decides to kick it. Under 10 minutes remaining here. It's a 4-0 game. Dalhousie over St. Mary's. McGregor Bales passes up to Blodgett. Blodgett once again hits it up. Taken by Flack. Not getting there in time is Lauren Landry. Blodgett again. Landry heads it up. Taken away there by Cavadini before Dalhousie could get to it.
Tomorrow, the Tigers are heading to Mount Allison for their second game of the weekend. Mount Allison, of course, will be the home in early November of the AUS Women's Soccer Championships. Both of these two teams certainly want to be competing in that tournament.
Pressuring there is Flack once again. Jatisa went down. And Flack gets it right out. Gutsy play there. Very gutsy play. Once again, it worked out, so that's good. Not much pressure there by St. Mary's. Easy throw in right to Blodgett. Nonetheless, St. Mary's still able to keep the ball out of the box. Diving effort there by Blodgett. Able to find Parkinson. Pressured by 3 St. Mary's players. She decides to roll it back to Donnelly. Blodgett wins that battle again. Streaking in there is Bowles. Kicked out though by St. Mary's.
And the Tigers tried to run through 4 or 5 Huskies there in the center D position. Unsuccessful, but also unsuccessful has been the Huskies' chances on the offense. Kicks out from the zone have not really gone anywhere.
Landry with a little bit of space. Landry finds Diab. Diab with a shot. Nice save by Jessica Flack. Turple kicks it out for St. Mary's. Going for that one there is Slaughter. Slaughter can't get there in time. Dalhousie controls it. Pass up for Wallace. Wallace with a nice pass for Goodfellow. Goodfellow off the left side with some space. Goodfellow moving into the box. Goodfellow with a shot. And Landry able to get a foot on it. An offside called. No goal.
That would have been a beautiful tally. Good chance there.
Would have been.
Now Laura Landry got a foot on it. Dived.
Goodfellow didn't make the selfish play, decided to center it, which was a good idea, but Landry just couldn't keep her foot on side there. Still a 4-0 game. Blodgett controlling for Dalhousie. Finds Diab. Diab getting pressured by Turple. Diab cuts to the center. Past Turple. Big kick there by Donnelly into the arms of Jessica Flack. Jessica Flack getting plenty of action today. Domination by Dalhousie.
Absolutely. Huskies without a goal today. So far, we should add. Still 5 minutes to go.
St. Mary's was putting more pressure on to start the half, but they weren't able to keep that going throughout the duration of the second half. And it's just the way that it ended first half for Dalhousie. They're still continuing to control the pace of the game. Interesting, no pressure there by St. Mary's. Opportunity for Blodgett. Kicked away by Daly. Vanderlyn moving up for Dalhousie. To Slaughter. Slaughter can't find anyone open. St. Mary's takes it back. Slaughter again. Getting pressured hard defensively by McGregor Bales there. Now White. Pass intended for Benham. Goes right past. Ball still in play. Streaking very fast as foot for St. Mary's. To Ventum. Ventum has the ball with some space. Finds Langell. Langell decided to pass it back, but it went out, and Dalhousie ball.
This is a Huskies team without last year's team MVP, Michelle Yates. Always a lot of turnover in university sports. But even still, Huskies really got to find a way. They got to get their offense moving in some way. They seem poised to lose their 4 straight. They've only scored 2 goals through 4 games. Huskies sneaked in the 5th position last year to get into the playoffs. Went into the semifinals. Lost to Cape Breton. They're going to need to turn their ship around. Yes, it's a young season, but hey, the season itself is very short, only 13 games. In what can often be a very tough AUS conference.
Yes, Ian. It seems like St. Mary's lads are very tired, while Dalhousie seems really fresh. Feels like it's early on in the first half, the way that they're playing. They've kept this pace the whole game, and now opportunity for Dalhousie. Shot up, over the head. Goal scored by Goodfellow, making it 5-0. Well, that was Goodfellow's second goal of the game.
Yes, Goodfellow got the first one, which could eventually become the game winner. And we've talked about that all game. Jessica Flack, goalkeeper for the Huskies. She's challenged the shooters all day. It's worked out well for her on multiple occasions, but not at this instance here. An easy lob from Goodfellow, and just like that, we're 5-0 as I update the scoreboard. Look at that. I'm proud of myself.
There you go.
Should throw some credit to our producer today, Drew, who just laughed at my joke. He laughed again there. So he's been manning the camera, making sure our audio works, making sure you can hear us at home. So thank you very much for that, Drew.
Goodfellow there with another opportunity. Tried to center it for Landry. Dalhousie is not letting this pace die. They are continuing to pressure, just the way that Jack Hutchinson would want it to be. Blodgett with the corner. Decided kicked into the box this time. Off the head of McGregor Bales. Controlled by St. Mary's and kicked out over the head of Slaughter. And Donnelly will have another throw.
Sure to get a little bit of stoppage time, but we are under a minute left in what the scoreboard is showing us. A confidence booster here for the Dalhousie Tigers. Getting some points for several key players. Goodfellow there with 2 goals. Parkinson and Wallace as well getting some tallies.
Out over net again is Flack. Getting there before Diab. Kicks it out. Donnelly will have a throw. McGregor Bales. And that's the game, folks. And with that, Dalhousie gets their first win of the season with a 5-0 victory over the St. Mary's Huskies. Dalhousie will be taking on Mount Allison University tomorrow. They'll be hitting the road, hoping to continue this winning streak that they have going.
Yeah, 1-1 is the record for the Dalhousie Tigers. A respectable way to start the season. Indeed, hopefully they can, if you're a Tigers fan, hopefully they can get a winning streak going there. Again, the 2-time defending AUS champions. And also a good game from Shannon Jr., the goalkeeper for the Tigers. She wasn't challenged all that much, but after a shaky start for her in the opening game, She didn't get a play in the second game there against Moncton. So a good confidence booster for her as well. The whole Tigers outfit as well.
So we're going to see who the player of the game is here. Subway player of the game. Many different options for Dalhousie.
Indeed, yeah, just to go through the scorers as well. I think we had Goodfellow there with 2. Parkinson, Daphne Wallace, and Jakisa.
Jakisa, yes.
As well, getting a marker there for the Tigers.
All right, and we'd like to thank you again for tuning in. My name's Graham Benjamin.
And I'm Ian Brace, and thank you to our producer Drew as well. And we'll be back for the men's broadcast in 20 minutes or so.